The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Tsuburaya Productions. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tokucast for Best, Worst, and Blandest. Marcus and Jacob here.
I forgot where I was for a second. Hi. That's why I looked surprised when I got... I was sitting here like, oh right, we're doing a thing.
Yes, we're recording the video. Tokucast, Marcus.
Oh, I need a nap. Yeah, we're doing our worst, best, blandest suit list for Super Sentai this time.
Sentai this time.
Yes. Hello. That's what we're doing today.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That is correct.
Hello.
Would you like me to go first?
We're back. Yeah, you go first. I'm not there yet.
Okay. But starting off with the worst. You know...
Is it Battle Fever?
No, it is not Battle Fever. It is actually not Battle Fever. I definitely considered giving it to Battle Fever. Miss America's wig, need we say more? But I think there's one that's worse. I think there is one that's worse, and it's from a show that I love. It's a show that we talk about on this channel a lot.
Liveman?
You are correct. It is Liveman. Liveman suits are atrociously bad.
They're not great.
They are. There is way too much white. There's not enough color. I think the helmets look dumb. I think the V on the chest is way too big. They are really bad suits. And
There's so much white.
Again, like as I said, yes, that is true.
So much white. So it's my major issue with these suits. Besides the fact that the helmets definitely... Okay, to be fair, they are the first animal-themed one. But Bison and Rhino especially, those horns are real sad. Real small, real sad. Mm-hmm. And I'm sad looking at them. Great show, though.
Yes.
I have my least favorite.
Okay.
It's also not Battle Fever.
Okay. I'm glad it isn't, because we've talked a lot about how bad those ones are.
Yeah, we have.
What is your pick for the worst? Goggle-V.
Yeah.
Huh.
Goggle-V ain't great in terms of the suit. We like the show well enough.
Yes, the show is good.
But it's honestly not the suit proper, because I really enough think that there's a good balance of color, except for the white. The bib is way too big. I would say
the bib is kind of a standout.
It's the helmets, and especially the mouth area, because it's just jaw, and there's so much jaw. Hello, jaw. Yes. Jaw. I'd like to be returned, please. Return the jaw. It's too big of a mouthpiece. And you see as things go along, when they start having mouths, it's weird they're coming up with Battle Fever to do this, where the Battle Fever ones feel like they have, good sized of a faceplate and a mouth on it, although mouths are automatically cursed. This is just all of this. It's like the binoculars, but down here. And I really do not like those.
That's not where binoculars go.
It feels like it from how much space they got. Just a whole bunch of real estate.
Yes, they are. Those helmets are... They seem really big.
They're huge.
The emphasis on the jaw really does make it seem like they're a lot bigger than they are. It's just like so much head.
Do you like face? I have a lot of it.
You like big head mode in N64 games?
You like big head mode in Marvel Rivals?
Oh, it's in there?
Yeah.
Oh. Props to them for bringing back cheat codes. That's cool. The Blandest.
Yeah, the Blandest.
One of the things that sets Sentai, I think, apart from Kamen Rider and Ultraman is the way they incorporate theming into their suits.
Okay.
Because we've had, like Gaim, Ghost, etc., that have like a definitive theme for what they're going for, and they will incorporate that into the suit. But the way it works in Sentai is very clearly like, it's animals, it's samurai, it's, mythical beasts. It's something like that they are very clearly going for in both story and aesthetics.
Okay.
Far more so than I think the other ones do.
All right.
So, I think one of the most important things about Sentai is, when I look at this suit, can I tell what it is? Am I getting, for example, Car Ranger, when I look at them, do I get, cars? When I look at Shinkenger, do I get samurai? Yes. When I look at Gokaiger, do I get pirate? Yes. Things like that I think are good examples. Kyoryuger, when I look at them, do I get dinosaur? Yes, I do. The show that I think of when I look at, and I'm like, this is not only a very bland design, but I look at it and I just don't get the theming at all here. Again, a show that's not bad, but really bland suits. Let's go Goseiger.
Really?
Goseiger for me. The all color on top, all white on the bottom. I don't like that. And when I look at Goseiger, I don't get Angel at all.
You get a little bit in their chest.
I don't think it stands out enough. That pattern could be anything. I think it's a pattern that could be anything. It doesn't really stand out to me as being angelic power. And they just don't look good.
All of their
it just seems very uninspired for what it is they're going for. You tell me the theme, I look at it, I'm like, I don't see this at all.
All their money went into Baraja. No, just kidding. I have a Blandest. Mm-hmm. And it sort of ends up falling into the same category that yours does, but I think it's also a lot more unfair because it is the Showa era. Mm. And they didn't really have like set theming for a lot of their things for a good while. As much as I love Queen Hedrian and Machiko's Shoga being in this, Denziman.
That's a good pick. Yeah. It's like, I get what you're going for. We're going to use different levels of stripes to
designate where the people are.
Designate where they are in the ranks.
But it's also just, it really falls by the wayside. You know what feels like a better version of these?
What is that?
Bioman. You really get what Bioman's about in terms of what their suits are showing off. Like, oh, we're at the electronic Sentai. They have that on their chests. It's in their helmets and everything. Denziman feels like the precursor to this, to me. Bioman just does it better. Yeah. But I also just really like Bioman.
Denziman, again, a really good show. A show that we really liked.
We've sung that theme song 1,000 times.
It is still in my head. It will never leave.
Yeah, it's in there now. I'm trying. You do not know the mental fortitude it takes me not to break out in song. Yep, there it is. And it's a high when it is going to that theme song. But yeah, Denziman just, we're here. We're being Denzi, and we're man. And that's all I got. The best.
The Denziman theme song.
Facts. That's true.
So what would be the opposite of my Blandest? What is one where I look at it and immediately I can tell what your theme is, and it's also a really well-designed suit. It's a suit with great balance of a solid like base versus the actual color itself. It's something that Sentai has never done since they've done this one. And of course, shout outs to Gokaiger, one of my favorites. Shinkenger, fantastic. Magi Ranger, love those. A lot of great ones. But I think the best, it's Lupat.
Okay.
My pick for the best is Lupinranger versus Pato-Ranger. I love these. I look at the Pato-Rangers, I can instantly tell they are supposed to be, they are special forces. They're supposed to be police. I love the little tie. It's so cute. I love just like the pads and the way they stand and the way everything about the way they move and the way the suit accentuates this, is accentuated by the suit, is fantastic. The hats that each team gets as part of the faceplate, I really like. I love the capes on the Lupinrangers. I love that Lupinrangers' base is black, the Pato-Rangers is white. I love that distinction.
Also, just a good color balance. We don't have a live base.
Exactly, yes. They look very good. You get a little bit more, you get more black on the Lupinrangers, but I think it works. I think it works for them. I think they use such a nice shade of blue, red, and yellow for the rest of the color. I think it helps stand out more. And they complement each other so well. Again, Sentai has not done anything like this since. We have not had the competing teams or anything like that since. And I think they pulled it off with flying colors in this one, and Lupinranger versus Pato Ranger is my pick for the best. What about you?
So 2 of the Rangers are on the table. The others are over there. But man, oh man, the King-Ohger suits.
Yes! Marcus! Yes!
I love these suits so much.
They are fantastic.
They're the only ones that I legitimately bought the entire team.
Mm-hmm.
Just quality.
Yes. They're just, the cape is great. Jeremy has his,
Waist cape,
which is a nice distinction. The fact that it's mostly color, accented by the silver or black for, depending on who it is, because Goggle-V gets the black, another one gets silver. It's a nice shade of purple that they use for Papillon-Ohger. They're great. They're great.
That's
great,
what Jeremy says here.
Great suits for a great show.
Plus, I mean, it's been so long since you had a White Ranger as a 6th, and we got a Spider, and it's cool.
And we got the best 6th Ranger in the history of the franchise.
He's just the best at being the greatest storyteller.
Dosa.
I love Jeremy.
Yes, we do.
We all know this.
Yes.
That's why our King-Ohger review is still the longest one to date.
We had a lot to say.
We did, and it was all positive.
It's still one of my favorite reviews we've ever done.
And even though we ended up having like a copy with King-Ohger and King-Ohger, I just really like both of theirs.
Yeah,
and I love the balance of the gray to the red. Mm-hmm. It also really helps that we get to see these suits every single week in a great show.
Yes, great suits in a great show. I could not agree more.
And 8 weeks without a Megazord. Without a mech.
It was glorious.
It was a great time. But yeah, those are ours. I just love when a suit looks good. But yeah, let us know what your worst, blandest, and best are in the comments below.
Please do.
Don't forget to join us for all the things. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for watching.